Total Pro Sports presents 15 NBA superstars if they weren't playing basketball would be working as. As humans, we ask ourselves, what if in many scenarios? But perhaps those two words are mostly asked by professional athletes, including basketball players. Where would they go if they were never drafted into the NBA and never got paid to play the game they love? Well, we have some help for them in their post-NBA careers, and we try to help you decide what careers would work best for them. LeBron James, President of the United States. James is on top of the basketball world. He's one of the most inspiring, famous, and greatest players to ever exist. He's the most loved and most hated NBA player. Being President of the United States makes you one of the most powerful men in the world. Some will say you're great, some will say you suck. Some will love you and some will hate you. But LeBron would be just fine as president, given his decision-making, if you will. Chris Bosh, Barney the Dinosaur. Chris Bosh has often been described as a dinosaur. Maybe he doesn't exactly look like one, but he does go into hibernation during the playoffs. Dinosaurs no longer exist, much like Bosh in his NBA playoff career. Dinosaurs are weird sometimes, and so is Bosh. Couldn't he take over as the purple dinosaur in Barney and Friends? Kobe Bryant, chef. Kobe will go down as an NBA legend, but he's always going to be remembered as a huge ball hog. Why would he work as a chef? Because Kobe was supposed to be a team player in the NBA. And if he were to lead a restaurant, it's easy to think he'd be a chef, make tremendously tasteful food, but just not share it with anyone but himself. Dwight Howard, poker player. Dwight Howard left the Orlando Magic, and the NBA world has not seen the same D12 player since. Howard could have been mentored by Kobe Bryant in the long term, but he refused and joined the Houston Rockets. Why could he be a poker player? Howard never knew when to stop changing teams. Some poker players don't know when to stop gambling. Seems like a perfect fit. Stephon Curry, Army sniper. Perhaps no NBA player is better at shooting like Stephon Curry. One of the NBA's greatest players has an aim like no other. So why would he work as a sniper? It's pretty self-explanatory. No matter the distance or obstacles, he'd be able to hit his targets every time. With his precision and accuracy, it would make sense. Dirk Nowitzki, firefighter. Dirk is one of the most beloved and respected NBA players ever. At 7 feet tall, 245 pounds, he'd also have a great fit as a firefighter. Firefighters are always hailed as heroes and come through in difficult situations, just like Nowitzki himself. Firemen also need to be strong, something that we wouldn't need to worry about with his size and frame. Jeremy Lin, motivational speaker. The next Tony Robbins could very well be Jeremy Lin. With all respect to Lin, his career will always be remembered for his minor successful run with the New York Knicks in 2012. Lin's career hasn't been the same and has become a forgotten commodity. If he can't find more success, he could turn to motivational speaking. There he could help others regain their happiness and confidence, where he'd put himself on top of the world again by helping others do the same. Paul Pierce, telemarketer. Few NBA players have had the trash talk that Paul Pierce has. If he's not on your team and you're not a Boston Celtics fan, you probably don't like him. He's in your ears and you can't get away from him. Same with telemarketers. They harass you with phone calls but don't get the message. Pierce has this career all lined up. Carmelo Anthony, actor. Melo loves to be the brightest star in his galaxy. There's no debating that. He signed a long-term deal with the New York Knicks for obvious reasons. He wanted to be the main star in one major market. Doesn't that sound like a Hollywood actor? Yep. If Anthony craves the fame that much, there are lights, cameras, and action in more than just sports. Blake Griffin, wrestler. Griffin is far too excited to watch as a player to the point where we don't want to imagine him playing anywhere else. Standing at 6'10" and possessing great world-class ability all over the court, Griffin would be a tremendous superstar in a wrestling ring. Imagine a guy like The Rock except way bigger. A guy like The Big Show but faster and more athletic. We're in. Blake Hogan, anyone? Derrick Rose, research doctor. Let's make this clear. Everybody loves D. Rose, and we all wish the former NBA MVP would stay healthy and regain his old form. Since that never happened, Rose could be one of those guys who had so many injuries that he dedicates his time to raising money towards research. He's been so beat up that it makes sense for him to get into medical school and learn how to prevent such injuries and illnesses for others in the future. Kawhi Leonard, police officer. Leonard has protected his net as one of the NBA's most dominant defensive players. He stands his ground, does his job, and wins games for the San Antonio Spurs. Sounds like a cop except for the whole being part of the Spurs team. They defend their citizens, city, stand their ground, and they do their job. They don't change for the worst and often stick to one duty they were assigned to. Leonard, who plays with great discipline and protects his team's hoop, could do it for a city as well. James Harden, Duck Dynasty actor. Pretty self-explanatory. The beard matches the cast of the show. We're done here. And Kevin Durant, music star. KD is one of the most beloved and greatest NBA players we've already seen in its history. He's also revealed several plans to break into the music business when his career is done. He's also released some of his own songs and appears poised to become a music star when he retires from basketball. So let's go ahead and respect those aspirations of his. What career should your favorite NBA player have if they weren't playing basketball? Tell us in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, please click like. If you didn't subscribe, now's a good time to do so. We upload 7 videos a week. As always, we thank you so much for watching.